Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news updates. We are going to work hard to pacify Northerners, Asari, for the release of Mazi Kano. That's according to Ohaneze. Now, the Ohaneze led by, or the one, Okechukwu is the General Secretary. They are saying that they work hard to pacify the Northerners and Asari the Kobo to ensure the release of Mazi Kano. Yes, they said they will make conciliatory moves in that regard to ensure Kano's release. Yes, they are faulting the federal government decision to continue to detain Mazi Kano in DSS hell. This particular Ohaneze said, look, this is a flagrant violation of the rule of law, and therefore they call on federal government to release Mazi Kano now. Yes. They said, look, they will be strategic this time around in ensuring that Mazi Kano is being released. Of course, let me quote part of their statement. Yes, they said, recall that a delegation of Igbo elder statesmen has solicited the release of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu after the appeal court ordered his release. However, there are ongoing efforts by some Northerners and Asari Kobo to pressure the federal government not to accept Igbo's request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze played a significant role in the earlier release of Nnamdi Kanu in 2017. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, the organization has sent a delegation to the north and prominent Nigerians to pacify them and seek their support for Kanu's release. This time around, Ohaneze is likely to adopt a similar strategy, focusing on underground networking with critical stakeholders and appealing to those who were aggrieved by Kanu's broadcasts in the past. The organization may also seek the assistance of Igbo billionaire, business moguls, and the leadership of the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, who played a significant role in the previous release of Kanu in 2017. That's the statement of Ohaneze. This one that Okechukwu is their general secretary. Okay? This Ndimbu. Now look at what they're talking about. They want to go and pacify Asari the Kobo. For what? Is Asari the owner of the contraption? Okay? Look, nobody has the authority or should see himself as a demigod in this whole situation. Nobody, even the man who is at the helm of the affairs today, cannot assume the position of God for any reason. How much more Asari the Kobo? So they are giving him the undue recognition. Okay? Say they want to go and pacify him. Who is here to be pacified? And Northerners who are calling for Mazi Kano should not be released. Who are there? We are talking about what the Lord says. We are not talking about, go and beg. Nobody's talking about leniency. Okay, you want to go and pacify Asari, so he'll go and tell Tinubu to release Mazi Kano. What nonsense. So that's why the Ndimbu. We are talking about law, rule of law. We're talking about self-determination. We're talking about what the International Convention Treaty have said. So it doesn't matter. If you like, you can continue to detain Mazi Kano. Okay? If you feel like, you have the powers. But one day will come. A day will come when you have no option that Mazi Kano will walk out of that freedom, that detention facility. Yes. So those who want to go and grovel to Northerners should go and grovel. If you want to go and bow down to Asari on your own, do not say you are doing that for Mazi Kano. You have not sent anybody to go and beg Northerners. For what? Are they God? So Asari the Kobo now is president of Nigeria. Even if he's the president, Nnamdi Kanu have said nobody should go and beg anybody. Even if you are president of Nigeria, nobody should beg you. How much more Asari the Kobo and northern elements? Northerners, nobody is even interested in what they're saying again. Their brother is no longer there. They're even crying of marginalization. The man at the helm of affairs today, the Miloko, has urbanized everything. So they're even crying over there. The northern elders, they have lost their voice. They're not saying anything again. Okay? So, and that's the Kobo himself. It's not even at the picture at the moment. So we said it. Even those who are the helm of affairs, nobody should beg them. That's what Nothern have said. So if you are talking about begging again, on your own, your name is Oyo. Ohaneze, on your own. No pleading for leniency, for pardon, for mercy, nothing like that. We are talking about what the law says, obeying the rule of law. Look at what is happening everywhere. Coup happening in most African countries. What's responsible? When leadership refuses to obey the law they have made, they will manipulate the constitution, they manipulate the law, they will try to bend it. A certain governor said, oh, he will bend the law, but he will not break it. What is the difference between bending and breaking? You know you will bend it, but you will not break it. So that is what is happening in the contraption. They are bending and breaking as well the law to favor them. And that is what is causing crisis and commotion everywhere. See, there is peace in Europe and everywhere because they obey the laws of the land. When people said, you have to govern us, we are giving you mandate. They didn't give you a mandate to be autocratic and dictatorial. So you'll be an emperor. No, they want you to govern them with the dictates of the law they have given to you. And that is governance. That is democracy. But you assume duty at office and you use decree and your own laws that will favor you at your whims and caprices to rule the country. That is dictatorial. That is what is causing crisis everywhere in Africa today. So Tinubu has no option than to release Mazi Kanu. So it's not a question of pacifying people. Who are you pacifying? Did you offend them in the first instance? That you want to pacify people. Say Mazi Kanu made broadcast. What kind of broadcast is that? When the court of competent jurisdiction at the appeal court, Abuja division, was making their judgment, they said, look, the abduction from Kenya was wrong. They faulted people who abducted, because one, in the first instance, a federal high court in Omaya have said that Mazi Kanu ran away from Nigeria. He escaped for his life when federal government had made assassination attempt on him. Yes, 2017. So he ran to UK where he's staying, and the federal government abducted him in Kenya and extraordinary rendition him to Nigeria. And the court said all these things are wrong and no court should try him. And somebody is talking about he made a broadcast. What kind of broadcast is that? So we're not talking about any broadcast. We're talking about what the court have said, what the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights have said. They fought the government of Nigeria in all fronts on the issue of Mazi Kanu. So Ohaneze, go and rest. You have nothing to say that is reasonable for people to understand in this case of Mazi Kanu.